Alright, let's talk about something that's been buzzing in the entertainment world lately: Harry Styles pulling double duty on SNL. But here's the thing, this isn't just another celebrity appearance. It's a moment that highlights how Harry Styles has become a cultural force, blending music, fashion, and charisma in a way that's hard to ignore. So, let's break it down. First off, the fact that Harry hosted and performed on SNL for the second time is a big deal. Personally, I think it speaks volumes about his versatility. Hosting SNL is no small feat. It requires comedic timing, quick thinking, and the ability to step out of your comfort zone. But what makes this really interesting is how seamlessly he transitions from being a pop icon to a sketch comedy star. It's like he's saying, yeah, I'm a musician, but I can also make you laugh. And in my opinion, that's what sets him apart from so many other artists. Now, let's talk about the performances. He chose Dance No More and Coming Up Roses from his new album, Kiss All the Time. Disco, occasionally. What many people don't realize is that these songs aren't just catchy tunes, they're part of a larger narrative he's building with his music. Dance No More, for instance, feels like a commentary on the pressures of fame and the need to escape. If you take a step back and think about it, it's almost like he's using his platform to say something deeper about the world we live in. And that's what makes his artistry so compelling. Another detail I find fascinating is the introductions for his performances. Ryan Gosling and Paul Simon, two legends in their own right, were there to introduce him. Paul Simon, especially, hadn't been on SNL since 2008, except for the 50th anniversary special. This raises a deeper question: why would someone like Paul Simon come back just to introduce Harry Styles? In my opinion, it's because Harry represents the next generation of artists who are pushing boundaries and redefining what it means to be a star. It's a passing of the torch, in a way. Now, let's talk about the sketches. Harry played everything from a doctor in a spoof of the Pitt to a White Castle drive-through worker. But the one that really stood out to me was the sketch where the SNL cast tried to recreate his iconic outfits. What this really suggests is that Harry's fashion choices aren't just about style, they're part of his brand, his identity. And the fact that SNL dedicated an entire sketch to it shows just how much his fashion sense has become a cultural phenomenon. It's not just about the clothes, it's about what they represent: freedom, self-expression, and breaking gender norms. Finally, let's talk about his upcoming Together global residency tour. 30 dates at Madison Square Garden? That's insane. But here's what's even more interesting: the tour isn't just about the music. It's about creating an experience, a community. From my perspective, this tour is Harry's way of saying, let's come together, let's connect. And in a world that often feels divided, that's a message worth celebrating. So, what's the takeaway here? Harry Styles on SNL isn't just a TV appearance, it's a cultural moment. It's about music, comedy, fashion, and connection. Personally, I think we're witnessing an artist at the peak of his powers, someone who's not just entertaining us but challenging us to think differently. And that, my friends, is what makes this so fascinating. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below.